right, next one, Bootcamps and Conferences. That is also a product that I think every self-respecting a kingdompreneur, I say kingdompreneur, a fearless netpreneur should have. Because regardless of your niche, bootcamps and conferences do several things for you. It gives you credibility, it makes you money, it sets you up for your opportunity to sell your product. I've made a lot of money with this. I do it all the time. In fact, I'm about to do AI business bootcamp season 2. I've done season 1 as a test run. I'm going to do another 21 days in October because the bootcamp will then give me opportunity. Now I'm establishing credibility in that area. I have a book out there. Now, every one of those businesses I'm going to teach about the next 21 days of that bootcamp, I will have a product to sell every day. So when I finish training for three hours, I use the next 30 minutes to sell them the product I have in that. So every day, I probably will make a sale for 21 days. It's all part of marketing. But it will be a free bootcamp. AI monetization bootcamp. Day 1, we'll talk about Bookpreneur. Talk about that. Then at the end of the day, I tell them I have a coaching program on how to create and market and sell your book. All those workshops you see me be doing for free. That will be the training they buy. Finish. I just put it 197, 497, 97. I don't know the price yet. The next day, we talk about another business. On and on like that. This time I may not do 21 days, I may do 12 days. But guaranteed this time when I come, I'm coming with product for every day. Or bringing somebody. Take, for instance, creating a website using AI. I may tell a Clarence, now this noise I've been making about this thing, come and teach that in the one, have a package ready. And we split money, 50-50 as affiliate. That's how it's done in the digital business. So he will come, teach for 2 days, talk about how to, 1 day rather, 4 hours. We're going to tell them how to create software, how to create sales pages for their books or for their business. Then he will demonstrate it by going on marketing blogs or whichever one is using or Gamma app and actually create it. And then at the end, he's going to ask them, if you want me to create for you, my fee is $497 or $297 or whatever price he wants to charge. So the math then depends on how many people are we able to get on that bootcamp. So if we put 100 people in a room for him, he probably will sell 5 or 10. By the time we split that money, let's say we sell 10 at 197, that's 1,970. We split that 2 ways, he collects 1,000, I collect 1,000. That's 1 day work. Next day, I do another subject. I may come up with how to do to manage your social media with AI. Then I roll in Eli as an exposure for my own community. Eli comes in, does her thing, talks about all those AI software he's using, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, she has a package at the end to market. If you don't have a package, you are not coming on my stage. It's a very simple thing. That one, a test run I did. I know exactly how to make money with bootcamps and conferences. And the conference will be free. That's the key. So you get as many people there. But they are basically coming to be sold. This is what a bootcamp is. Especially if the bootcamp is free. If they paid for the bootcamp, then you don't have to sell them anything throughout. You are teaching them now. They are prepaid. But if it's a conference is basically show up to be sold. A lot of people don't know that, but that's what it is. Every conference you have gone, have they not sold you something at the end of it? They've sold you. That's what it is. And they will give you content in advance. So it's not like maybe they're just tricking you. They give you content for 2 hours. And then the presenter will make an offer. That's a big part of Lee. How he exploits the people who, when I use the word exploit, I don't mean in a negative way. Let me use a better word. Because it's exactly what I'm doing or what I'm going to be doing. So I'm not knocking him at all. It's a strategy. You get people to come in at $10 a month. And then part of the benefit they get is that they get a full workshop once a month that you charge for $497, but they get to come to that workshop for free. But what he's now telling you is that you're coming to that workshop to learn and at the same time to be marketed to. So it brings in a guy so that you don't say it's him this time. The guy will teach. And they taught great stuff. I was at the last one. And I bought what the guy asked us to say. So I'm not saying this as a way of saying maybe the guy is doing anything. That's the way you market. And I'm saying you guys should understand it so that when it's your turn, you also put that as part of your arsenal for whatever need you have. So he brought this guy who came to teach us about something to do with how to market on, and I even forgot the stuff he sold. Now it was a subscription software he sold, and it's $97 a month. So the guy finished, and then at the end he offered what is it called? He offered okay. I think somebody's sending me. I'm trying to find that message. Anybody wants to send me a message? Just send it on WhatsApp, because switching from here to go look at my stuff on Discord is going to knock off my PowerPoint, and I want it to record. So please, if you are sending me a message, please send it on just a second here. Okay, bye. I saw your message. Maybe you should talk to Donald. I think Donald is here. Donald, my guy, the guy that needed to refund that money, is crying. He said you need to drop that whatever that challenge that I asked you to go and do. So if you can drop it for him, please drop it for him. I'm done. If I lose the money, let me lose it. So Donald, if you can hear me, please, if it's still possible, just go and withdraw the complaint. This noise is getting too much. I don't have time. So what I'm saying is that you need to. Okay, thank you so much. So you have to have this as part. You have to be thinking about it, because and these are part of the very easy product to create. Because creating a bootcamp is nothing. It's what you do. You just say 3-day bootcamp, 7-day bootcamp, but it's a product, because at the end of the day, that bootcamp, you're going to record it and you're going to sell it as a product. I'm selling the one for the 21 days ChatGPT bootcamp. Is $199. Some of you have bought. I think $299. People are buying it. Then I give them a discount of 50%. So they're paying me for all that recording. I'm also selling the conference, the 3-day ChatGPT conference that I did. It was a 3-day event. So it's a product for you, is what I'm saying. So you can choose to do that every quarter. That becomes another product you are selling. So when you invite people, make sure the people you are inviting for your conference, especially because bootcamp you are probably doing yourself. So you are keeping all that money. But conference, you are inviting people to speak, but you are going to be very, very discriminatory on who you pick. Don't be emotional or sentimental. They have to be people, one, they are experts in their field. Number two, they have a product to sell, because you are organizing that thing to make money. You are not doing free. Conference is free. So when they finish presenting, they are going to have 60 minutes to 90 minutes. That's how you rock this. But you are going to tell them you give quality content for 75 minutes. Amazing quality content. Then the last 15 minutes, you make your offer. And of course, the deal is always offer is split between the organizer and the person speaking. So it's 50-50. That's how it's done online. If you don't know that, go and investigate. Don't let anybody chance you. Okay? It's 50-50, and don't feel cheated by anybody either. That's how it's done. So you bring them in and you let them know in advance so that there's no fight. Now, whatever you sell on my stage, we are going to be splitting. If they don't want, don't bring them. It's your stage. And don't bring somebody who doesn't have an offer. Otherwise, it's a waste for all of you. Yeah, you will get a list. Yes, you get some credibility, but at the same time, okay. So Don, please go and help me sort this thing out for this man. The way he's texting me every 5 minutes, I don't want to lose my cool with him. Just let him take the money. All right. So the bootcamps and conferences. Okay, I lost my train for a second there. You have to understand that this is a product for your business. It's a product for your business. You have to like that. Then you are going to work it into your system once a quarter or twice. Conferences are not hard to put together. That's why when you are doing your pillar number 2, I told you identify the top people in your niche. It's not part of it. Even though I mentioned 5, it should be 10. And I've told Bayo to increase it to 10. So you already know those who are top with them. You're going to approach them. They don't even have to be top level. Just get people to come speak at your conference. I did it, even though I don't know anybody in AI. I was just on Clubhouse for a couple of months. I go to their rooms and make sure they notice me, that I'm there. So when I invited them to my conference, they were glad to come. Yeah, I invited 12 people, 15 even, that accepted. At the end of the day, 5 of them withdrew because I had some issue with some charge me to moderate. And I said, I'm not going to pay you to moderate. We are going to share the money that we make. I even offered her, I said, I'll give you 20% of the money I make from the speakers just for you to moderate. And she said, no, she's not sure we're going to make sales. She wants to be paid in advance. I'm like, I'm going to pay you to moderate. I don't even need moderation for my conferences. So it got nasty a little bit. And then I think she told, I don't know if that's what happened. I want to also be fair. But all of a sudden, I realized that the 5 people that she had helped me to invite to the conference, all of them started withdrawing one by one. She herself withdrew from speaking. She said, okay, in that case, she's not going to speak. And I didn't care. I still made my money. I didn't need any, I didn't need any moderator at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, if I had paid him 20%, paid her 20%, it would have been more than what she had asked me for. But she didn't know the strategy. She didn't know that conferences is a strategy to make money. So you are going to include that. And it's easy. You get the people who reasonably know what they are doing because you have listened to them over and over again. It's exposure for you. It's exposure for them. Nobody is using anybody. They're going to be on your stage. They're going to be presenting to a global audience, which are going to be doing on Zoom or maybe this Discord, once you figure it out well. But Zoom is an excellent place. And then they make their presentation. You guys split money. Then the recording is yours. After that, to sell. I've turned some of my own conferences to books. I'm looking at several of them here. The book, if you hear me, the book about my internet marketing rainmakers. That's a book that came out of a conference. I transcribed every presentation and it became a book. I sold that like 6-7 years ago. I have the One African Millionaires Conference. I just got the print version of it, came down. Where is it now? From lulu.com. I just published it. And lulu.com just said, I'm looking, hold on a second, right here. You know, lulu.com. Oh, my copy just bought with oops. While I was looking for a book. Anyway, so that African Millionaires Conference is just me interviewing some African guys who are doing well. 10 of them. I interviewed them for an hour, 30 minutes each. That became a product. It became a book. It became a video product. You do that 2 or 3 times a year. You add more products to your arsenal. And I was also talking about to do it better, to monetize your conferences better. Make sure that those that you're inviting, they have products to sell. In my own case, even though we had a 3-day conference and 3 or 4 people spoke every day, it was too late for me to realize that many of them just have sweet mouth. They talk a lot on Clubhouse. They don't have a product. And yet they talk like they are experts. How can somebody be talking about LinkedIn every day? And then you put them on a stage, they talk for 90 minutes. They have no offer to make to somebody to go buy LinkedIn. I found out one of the most ridiculous things that happened to me. I just assumed it. Or somebody is talking about drop shipping. That's the room they open every day. That's what they do. Then they present for 75 minutes. And then they don't have offer to promote. I've never seen stuff like that before in my life. Maybe because I came from the JVZoo world. I just automatically assumed they have. No, I'm not doing that anymore. Before I put them on stage, I will have used style to find out that, they have products that is reasonable, anywhere from $97 to $497. It's a reasonable product. Before I even invite them. Otherwise, we could have made a lot more money than we made at that conference. So you don't make that mistake like I did. Don't assume. A lot of the blowhard talkers on Clubhouse, they don't have shit. They just talk. You got to ask them. You got to see that buy button for yourself. You got to check it. That it's not just a book they are selling. It's not a $9. Because you're not going to bring somebody to a conference to come and sell a $9.99 book. That's a waste of your space, of your money. Because your money is a product. Then bootcamp is what you do yourself. Bootcamp is an indirect way of you getting customers, especially if you are not yet popular. So let's say take Eli, for instance. Eli is social media. I'm trying to even be clear exactly what is a sub niche. I'm not sure. I really have to go read everybody's that assignment of last week. I haven't read it myself. I have to go over every one of them and be sure. But I have an idea. She does social media stuff for people, right? So I will expect if she comes to think about how, for instance, I will give her a topic like, if I'm going to do my next conference, which is going to be in October, I'm saying it in advance. Some will be invited, but before I invite you, you got to have a product. I'm not messing around. I don't do sentiment. But let's say she has a product. She's teaching people about how to take. I give her a topic like how to increase your profits with social media without necessarily doing any of the work yourself, something like that. So she will come and she will talk about that. What she does, she talks about how to use AI tools, how AI tools can be used to post simultaneously. She introduced them to about 4 or 5 or 6, 7 AI tools that will do that, blow their mind, about AI tools that can create content and put it right there. The one that can create graphics, gives them mid-journey. Then at the end of her presentation, I expect her to say, yeah, you can get some of this software and go do it yourself, but we provide a do-it-for-you service where we charge you very little amount every month. It's only $99 a month, or $199 a month, or $297 a month. And then we're going to do this for you, we're going to do this for you, we're going to do this for you. Why? Because she just thought about social media. Everybody that is still in that room while she's finishing, they are interested in social media. It would then be a travesty if she finishes and she has nothing to give them other than to say, follow me on Clubhouse, which is what some of my speakers did. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Follow you on Clubhouse, how? But it was too late. I did not see the products before I put them on my stage. So you do that 3 times a year. That is income for you. The product becomes a product you sell. Those are the things that will begin to increase your product base beyond your initial 4-in-1. Am I making sense here? If I'm making sense, you guys give me a B for bootcamp. You got to have that as part of your arsenal. It's not negotiable. All of this, all of us can do, regardless of the niche you are in. Take a charade that you might say, okay, it's hairstyling. If you put a hairstyling bootcamp together, you'll be surprised how many hairstylists will be interested, or those who want to become hairstylists, or those who want to do better hairstyling. So it applies to every industry. It's a bootcamp. A bootcamp is a series of this to teach them something. It's like a kind of workshop that spans more than 1 day. Typically, bootcamps are prepaid for. My own bootcamps I probably would charge in advance, $199, $299, $99, whatever. But conferences are typically free. People don't like to pay for conferences online. Offline, yes, maybe, but online, they hesitate. So you do your online conference free, but make sure it's loaded with people who have products that are relevant to what they're going to be teaching at. So that way you guys will split money on the stage, and at the same time, you are going to get a very good quantitative material that you will sell later, because you're going to be using their faces to sell your product later. If you really want to be nice, you give a percentage of whatever you make in that sales of those products to them as an ongoing income for them. Maybe 20% of sales will be distributed among your conference people. But I would say be careful in even offering that. It can backfire, because if you promise them and you're not giving, then fight will start. So it's better not to promise. Let them know in advance. It will be in your acceptance paper. When you write them letter, let them know that the content of the event you are going to be selling, and they are going to be agreeing that you have a right to sell it. It's your event. But that you will share money with them when they sell on stage. Let them focus on that one. And most will not have a problem with that. I don't. My guys nobody has ever had a problem with me doing that. But tell them in advance. Sneak it in as one sentence inside your invitation letter. Let them know that they can sell on stage. Then the content of the presentation we are going to be offering to our own customers after as a product. You don't have to tell them how much you sell it. So you are covered legally. So that is just a product. We are talking about product ideas that many of you may not have thought about. I'm not